So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. On the return, this is
That's good. I did some pepper steak yesterday with some rice.
He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
Nah, I've been playing the career.
Drive begins with a run by Williams. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
Williams, the ball carrier. Derek Barnes on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 33-yard line.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 7. Now a toss, left side, it's Williams. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
He was taken down.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, we're able to get you down for a loss.
That's over the middle and intercepted. It's the linebacker, Jack Campbell. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
At the 27-yard
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. Goff gives it to Gibbs. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Lions 1st down.
1st down, Lions.
They'll go play action with Goff. Moving. He's going to run out of time. They get to him.
now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack. And we'll see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
They get 14 yards and set up first and goal. From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. First down and goal. Gibbs. Touchdown.
Junior Gibbs, the ball carrier. Touchdown, Detroit.
Give him a second touchdown on this one. What an opening quarter, Greg. 2 rushing touchdowns in the first.
Well, Mike, we kind of had a feeling this might be the case. They told us all week how important it was to get this guy involved early and often, and boy, have they ever. He has made his presence felt here early in this one.
The Lions will set up.
Here's Goff. That'll be caught. And he's in for the 2-point conversion to make it 16-0.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Corum. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Right away, they'll try a jet sweep. And that one shut down almost immediately. Good pressure from the backside. Left them nowhere to go. And no gain.
Well, that defense had that pegged from the jump, Mike. They tried to catch him a little off guard by doing a jet sweep to the wide receiver. There was no going anywhere on the outside. Great pursuit by the defense. No gain.
They go play action with Stafford. He's going to look deep for Adams. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And it'll be third down. Play action now for Stafford. He's got a man. That's Nakua. Complete. 11 yards on the connection there. Good for a Rams first down.
And the Rams.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball. Give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
First down, it is Williams. Not much happening there. Just a short gain.
The ball carrier. DJ Reader brought him down. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, Stafford. He'll let this go. Deep shot for Atwell.
And the defender does such a good job by not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down. Really nice play.
Throw on third down, Stafford. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
A loss of 9 brings up 4th down. Ethan
So
Evans
fourth down, the
in punt
Rams will
formation
send out
for the
Ethan
Rams.
Evans to punt. Deep for the Lions, Holly Freeman. One quarter in the books. It's the Lions who have the early lead. We're back in Southern California in a moment. Lions ball to begin this second quarter as they are set to start the drive with 1st and 10. Goff to throw. There's a throw right side. To be incomplete.
Teams practice this every single day. It's just scramble drill, and there's just basic rules once the quarterback breaks contain. If you're deep, work back to the quarterback. If you're short, go deep. And just make sure everybody works their way in phase in the same direction as the quarterback.
And he's into the end zone yet again. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. So his big first half continues. 3 rushing touchdowns already. Maybe have to start looking at the record book, see if he can do it. The record in a game is 6. Now Goff leads the Lions for a 2-point try.
The Lions will
Now they'll set up to throw. This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone. Or
Their own
touchback.
35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. The motion man is Nakua. Here's a ball thrown deep right sideline. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. So a big one there to start the drive. It's a gain of 34.
31-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Williams. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
On the stop.
Well, has been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Off play action. It's Stafford. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd down and
And really what stands out to me the most in this first half, Mike, is just there's very little separation among these receivers downfield. The quarterback has to throw into a lot of tight windows, contested catches, and they continue to do a nice job separating the ball from the man.
A throw on the move is caught. 17 yards that time for number 17.
And the
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the 1st down. It'll be 1st and goal.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get 1st down after 1st down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
And he'll plunge forward to the 2, setting up 2nd and goal.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the 2nd half. You become very one-dimensional.
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Kyron Williams. Touchdown, Rams. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg, could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead, and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
Stafford brings the Rams to the line. They'll try to get 2.
The Rams will line up for the 2-point.
They're going to try to run for it with Williams. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. We call it the octopus. And it cuts the deficit down a bit further.
Not a real complicated breakdown needed here, Mike. In short yardage situations like that, if you have confidence in both your back and your offensive line, sometimes it's the simplest plays that have the best results.
Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 8. Once again, it's Gibbs. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. He's brought down by Kobe Turner.
And it's 3rd down.
Now Detroit's going to use their second timeout to talk things over before 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. He dives, and what a catch for the first down.
You just love to see this effort, especially on 3rd down. You understand, you want to keep this possession alive. You have to do everything in your power sometimes to bail out your quarterback, and it's exactly what he does here, and it brings up a fresh set of downs.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Handoff, Gibbs running left. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
Taken down by Cameron Kinchins. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 8.
And now he's not spiking it. It's a fake.
There's a ton of time left in this game. They don't need to feel like this is desperation mode, but they do feel the urgency to get stops, and that sack's going to go a long way to getting them off the field here. Continue to come away giving up no points, give the ball back to your offense, and see if they can start chipping away.
They're going to try to run here with Gibbs. 14 on the pickup. First down, Detroit.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at 3 situations. Can you run the ball in the 4th quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations? A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
On 2nd down, Goff. He's got it at about the 8. And they continue to be tough to stop. Chance to extend the lead even further as they are set up with 1st and goal.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
So we reach the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line.
34-yard line.
They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. A run up the middle. It's Gibbs. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
It's a loss of a
Third
yard.
and 11.
Third down.
From the gun, it's Goff. Over the middle, he's got St. Brown. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far. But that one gives them a first down.
And I think both of us came away from our discussions with the coaches thinking that this guy was going to have a massive role in this one, but after only his first catch of the game, let's give credit where it's due. This defense, and they've held him in check throughout.
And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Hold on. Check.
And this will not be a spike. He faked it. And that is incomplete. A little trickery with the fake spike, but it does not pan out. Third, they need 8.
And 8 yards to go.
80, 12.
Now, Goff. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
These pass rushers, they love these situations where they can just pin their ears back and go after the quarterback. They knew they had a chance to put an end to this drive, and they didn't let it go to waste.
That's going to be caught. And he's going to have a Lions first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long.
Having a tight end that can contribute in the passing game, Mike, I mean, it just seems like it's become more and more common throughout the entire league. And not only do you have to be reliable, but you have to be athletic enough after the catch to take advantage of some of these targets. So it's exactly what he does here, and you can tell why he's such a big part of this offense.
And he'll get about 5.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
They'll push forward here down to about the 27. Tackle made by Nate Landman.
And
after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that 3rd down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. On the handoff, this is Gibbs. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. If he gets a yard out of that one, it's 2nd down.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on 1st and 2nd down. The last thing you want is to be in 3rd and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here.
And he's in! Amon-Ra St. Brown. Touchdown, Detroit. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this 3rd quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the 3rd quarter, and At this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
Now Goff leads the Lions for a 2-point try.
The Lions will set
Back to throw.
point conversion.
Moving to his right. He bought as much time as he could, but it will finally be taken down.
Keeps the score, Lions
So they
30,
decide to put the ball in the
Rams
air,
8.
which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
On the return, here comes Corum. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
Their own 31-yard line.
Like 7. Set. Wait,
They'll fake the handoff now. Stafford. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
It's second down.
He's usually
and
such
10.
a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after.
That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the safety, Kirby Joseph. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
First and 10.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position. I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that one.
180. Chester.
On play action, Goff. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this third quarter.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays, and frankly, with the way today's got...
That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the safety, Cameron Curl. And the Rams are going to get the ball to start the second quarter as time expires here in the first. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The motion man is Nakua. On play action, it's the pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
It's a loss of 8.
They probably would have been better off just handing the ball off to the running back, Mike, because when they used him as a decoy, nobody fell for it. By the time he finished his fake and got his head around, the defense was all over him.
A play fake. Now Stafford. The blitz overwhelms the offensive line, and down he goes. Alex Anzalone getting in for the sack, and now it's going to be 3rd and a mile. The shotgun snap to Stafford. Taking a shot downfield for Adams. That one broken up. It is incomplete. This defensive secondary, they have been really a no-fly zone all game long. It continues here and brings up fourth down.
Ready. Yellow lady. Yellow.
Stafford to throw it. He's going to look downfield once again. And he's run in. And he's going to have a Rams first down. They convert in style. Huge play on 4th and long.
That's good.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
Set. Play hot.
He'll try the right side with Williams. Strong running there.
Yeah, but I gotta jump off real quick. I gotta run to the store, and I'll be right back.
Like the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
It's another run here for Williams.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
Ready. Set.
On 1st down, right back to Williams. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 9.
We go set. Ready hot.
On the play fake, here's Stafford. Nakua snags it over the middle. And they'll have 1st and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead. And the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with. So they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Set.
One more time for Williams. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
This offense is finding out the hard way, Mike. There is just not a lot of room to operate against this defense down near the goal line.
They'll try to run it with Williams. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Tyron Williams. Touchdown, LA. 2 touchdowns for him now in the afternoon. The Lions all their first time out, and will take it with just over 90 seconds left on the clock. Stafford brings the Rams to the line. They'll try to get 2.
The Rams will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They're going to try to run it in. And this time they stop him short of the goal line. Touchdown a moment ago. No 2-point conversion to add on as they come up empty. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
They're going to run out of the gun with Gibbs. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Now a pitch to Montgomery. And he will lose yardage on the play. They knock him back to midfield. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down.
Here we go. 180.
They'll drop to throw. And this drive is over before it can start. Swallowed up to force 4th down. Now a timeout Rams, that's number 2, as it comes with a minute 4 left to go in the game. Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long. They'll go for it. Here's Goff. This is caught. He's got a long way to go. And he's going to be stopped well short of the mark. That one never had a chance. They turn it over on down.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
A first down throw for Stafford. Unloads downfield looking for Nakua. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They face 2nd down and 7. Goff gives it to Gibbs. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
A loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
I get right back on. I'll be right back.
They're able to get the job done in front of a hostile crowd as they come away.